What is up, gamers? And welcome back to Danganronpa. Caleb, do you have anything to add?
Oh, are we playing Danganronpa?
Yeah.
I thought we were playing Murder Simulator.
Well, I mean, is there really a difference between those two?
Yeah, I don't get to do any of the killing.
Hey, you never know.
Why are we playing Manhunt?
Hey, you don't know what this game turns into.
I guess it's a good point.
You have no idea. Last we left off, we had just finished the investigation cycle for the first class trial. I believe it's the end of the investigation cycle.
Yeah.
That's usually the ding dong bing bong. So hopefully, in this trial, we're going to be getting some good stuff. The class trial will be coming up. Caleb, how you feeling? How you feeling going into it?
I mean, I already know who did it.
What? Are you telling me that there was a hint that was so obvious that you already know who did it?
I think the thing that really irritates me about that clue is that if there was a diagonal line between the two ones, and if they had just left that out, I would have gotten it eventually. But the fact that that line was there, I was just like, okay, well, that is clearly a backwards N.
But that backwards N,
that could be anyone.
That could be anybody.
Anyone who has a 4-lettered first name.
And how do you and how do you know, that was her telling who it was rather than it was the
because
killer?
Why would you say, I'm dying, let me write the name of my good friend Leon?
What if she wasn't the one who wrote it with her finger? And that's what I'm going to leave you with as we move into the trial here. Ding dong bing bong. Here we go, Monokuma.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Yeah, let's
it's
get it on the road.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Oh, we finally get to go to the room that I've been trying to get to in like every
Let's
episode.
go through the red door on
the only room that you haven't really been able to access. Well, actually, no, you haven't been able to access most of the school. Yeah.
See you soon.
Shout out to the viewers, by the way. Thanks for sticking around up to the first class trial. We're probably going to be a little bit quieter in this episode because class trials are fully voice acted.
Oh, good.
So we're not going to be doing the voice acting for these. We're going to be mostly paying attention. It drops you right in front. Yeah. I always recommend before going in, reviewing your truth bullets, the clues that you've collected so far.
That's pretty smart.
That's pretty smart. Yep. I think it just gives you a good overview and it helps you remember kind of what we've figured out so far. So the victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Evidence of a struggle. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls. Replica sword. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade.
Which we never found out.
We have no idea why. There was a little bit on Sayaka, but not like a lot of it on Sayaka. Replica sword sheath. Switching rooms. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch when someone attempted to force their way into her room, and she became frightened. The toolkit was unused. All the other male students claim they haven't used their toolkit, but still.
I'm interested to see why the nameplates were switched.
Yes, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, because now I wish I'd paid attention. Well, no, because we didn't get to walk to her room. It just walked us to her room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makoto's room cleanliness. Not a single hair was found on the floor. The lint roller was used. Sayaka's wrist, her right wrist had been fractured and was glittery. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean, except for the index finger of her left hand, which had some blood on it.
She wrote it.
Right. Her hand wrote it.
Yeah, this diagonal line, I'm pointing at this screen like anyone can see it. That diagonal line between the one and the one.
Yeah.
If they had just left that out, I still would have been like, oh, that 3 looks like an E, and that 0 just looks like O.
Yeah. It's 11037.
Yeah.
It's assumed Sayaka wrote these numbers leaned up against the wall as she lay dying.
But it's really
Leon. How dare you accuse Leon like that?
You think I want to? Leon was my best boy going into this. I have been... this first trial has completely and utterly destroyed...
It's been your best boy and your best girl.
My best boy, my best girl, and then my second
your backup
choice
best girl.
I'm left with Owie.
Oh,
That's
no.
my new best girl.
That's a problem. She forgot your name.
Yeah, day one, she didn't know who I was.
Bathroom door frame. Only 2 people knew the trick to opening it, Makoto and Sayaka. Bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had been partially or completely removed. So it wasn't torn off, it was unscrewed. The nameplates to the dorms to Sayaka and Makoto's rooms were apparently switched at some point. The kitchen and the dining hall had a set of knives missing. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash room key.
Interesting that she didn't say who she saw. She was just like, oh, I know it wasn't you, but I'm not going to say who it was.
I'm not, but, well,
I mean, I'm sure
presumably she saw multiple people go through. It's just the, it's the regular dining hall. The Incineroar. However, Makoto checked it after the incident, and the incinerator was, in fact, on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently a part of a shirt cuff and has a noticeable blood stain on it.
I'm trying to think of who wore
Everyone.
it. Yeah, everyone was wearing a dress shirt.
Yep.
Except for, well, I mean, Leon's not wearing a t-shirt.
Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently, Yasuhiro left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have taken it.
His $1 million ball.
No, his
million yen.
His million yen ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I've bought some balls for $1 million yen. You know what I'm talking about. Heyo! All right, so here we go. Your first class trial. Caleb, are you excited?
No, I mean, I'm genuinely terrified.
He goes, no.
I'm worried, like, Hina's gonna piss Monokuma off and she's
just
gonna
die?
No. Yeah.
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
Because you're the protagonist.
I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
God, I really hope you're the next victim.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet! Save that for the class trial!
But he's so going to be the next victim.
There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime!
Wow, thanks, bro.
Oh my god.
So they really are convinced I did it, but...
Oh jeez, of course we get the flashback.
I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. I mean, she doesn't really know anything anymore, on account of her being dead, but... But then, who is the killer?
Yeah, who could it be?
It's definitely not Leon.
He's my man!
The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Alright, here we go. Turn up a little bit for you.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
All your Fire Emblem fates
I'll meet you
will
all
be
down
decided.
there. I'll be waiting.
Excellent. All right, you can talk to anyone. You can talk to everyone if you want. Let's get started.
I wish they would just go ahead and establish that she is, like, a detective.
You don't know what she is.
Yeah, I just, like...
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now.
Why don't you just ask Leon?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything.
Yeah, but you, like, totally protected her corpse.
Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
I mean, she probably would have not wanted to die.
That's a...
Fucking idiot.
I'm glad we're starting this what's going to be very serious episode out on a very comedic note.
No, I have to get all of the...
All of the jokes out now?
Before my dick is flattened by this game.
Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? No! Not really.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We did not find anything that, like, explicitly absolved you.
Well, I mean, other than
Aoi.
Other than Hina's claim, yeah.
My girl. Aoi Asahina.
Excellent. Who else do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Leon?
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready?
I hope he's on my side. I mean, he won't be, but...
No, you have to think about it logically, right?
Impossible.
Everybody who wants to live is on your side. Damn, you really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it.
I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
I'm
What?
so ready to get into this very
What?
serious trial with the dumbass voice that I gave myself.
Well, it is going to turn into actual Makoto Naegi voice.
Oh, that's right. It's fully
Yeah.
voice acting. Thank God.
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Hey, there's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
Got it!
Relax! I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet!
Thanks, Keelhn.
Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What a hero. What a champion. Alright. Whenever you're ready,
I
click on
don't give a
the
shit about the others.
No,
You don't
wait.
like Hifumi? You don't like Hifumi or Toko? What?
I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea. Are you scared?
Yeah. No. Scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself.
Fucking why?
If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
Fair enough.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor,
Yes.
I swear I'll find out who the real killer is.
As number one simp, it's my duty to find out who killed Sayaka.
As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation toward the elevator, simply quivering.
I hate that one.
With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster, and the blood start rushing away from it.
What?
Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move.
Alright.
Shit, my coat stopped.
Hey guys, help!
As he just gets dragged to the ceiling.
Right.
The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. I hope I didn't say that out loud, because that would sound really fucking suspicious.
That is out loud.
Fuck.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment?
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
I thought he said we were going up.
Nope, going down.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom?
Actually, yes.
It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
What the fuck are you talking about, Manda?
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down!
Yahoo!
Hurry up now! Hurry up!
Woo.
We did what he said and found our seats.
Here we go. Yeah, isn't that sucky?
Yeah. And she's right next to me,
I know,
too.
right next to you.
The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto someone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there.
Here we go.
And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal,
I like how
and
it's
a massive erection. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial.
Excellent. Here we go. Do you want to save?
No.
I don't. I'm scared. Alright, so Here is your pre-trial prep. Now, remember, you can get skills. Currently, you don't have any. Well, you have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't I get one from Psycho?
Yeah. Well, you got two. That's right, because you. Wait, who'd you get Robot Jock from?
From Leon.
From Leon, yeah. So, you can go ahead and equip. I believe you can equip. Well, it depends on. You can equip up to 10 SPs worth of.
Did I not get one from shit here?
No, you have to go 2 levels to get the abilities. So.
Well, I'm glad I got Leon's before he died.
What do you mean died? He's alive.
Well,
you're glad you got Sayaka's before she died.
That's it. What's the E-hand?
That's just, you can look at your stuff again if you really need to. All right, whenever you're ready, we can jump in.
All right, let's do this.
Trial time, all rise. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
It's kind of like Survivor, but way more fucked up.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Sayaka's not objecting.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
That sounds like a sex crime.
Friendship penetrates?
Fuck!
Fuck you, Hifumi!
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
This is a good time to bring up that theory that I had.
No, yeah, you had a theory, right?
So
you didn't tell me what it was, but you said you had one.
So I have kind of 2 theories. One is that there are students who are in on it. Like in on it.
Like some of these
students in the group are completely in on it.
Yeah.
And the other one more so has to do with the videos.
Okay.
I don't think this game started immediately after we got there. I think we were like Makoto and some of the other students.
Yeah.
Particularly like Sayaka have been at this school for multiple years.
But like,
and they just don't remember.
Okay, but like, how, like, what you, like, there's like a memory erasing device?
I mean, we have a fucking robot there.
I mean, you're right, like, the realm of possibility is widened.
Because this game, like, feels like it would jump that shark really well.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like,
yeah,
there had to have been some sort of passage of time. Maybe not like a year or so.
Right.
But some period of time for all of the transitions for
But that's still
unless Hope's Peak is not the same Hope's Peak that I came to.
Right.
But I just
it doesn't
I feel like that's too obvious.
There's a lot that isn't explained from that.
Yeah.
Like what happened to literally everyone else at the school. And like how
I think there are multiple classes where this shit's going on.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Excellent.
Which came first, this or Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain. Although this is better, in my opinion.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything.
Now, I am gonna let you know, this is gameplay.
No, I know, I'm like
right, you are going to have to play a game now, instead of just read.
Visual novel.
Yeah.
Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line.
Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. Oh, God. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. You can do it multiple times, but you can run out of time. Okay. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. So, your gun is loaded with a statement that you have found in your investigation, and you shoot it at the lie. Evidence of a struggle. That's what's loaded. Okay. So you shoot it at what that contradicts. Someone's gonna lie here.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
This one's a little bit easier. I will let you know, everything that you can shoot will be in orange. In further cases, I think this talks about it a little bit later. Right now, you have 10 minutes, by the way. So you're... Oh. It's not just for this one, it's 10 minutes.
For all...
Yeah, all your gameplay segments combined need to be less than 10 minutes. But, like, you saw how the text was in white for the most part? If you can shoot something, it will be in orange. However, even later, like, later in this trial, you're gonna have multiple orange things per non-stop debate. So you have to not just shoot the one that's orange, but find the right orange one. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color, because you happen to notice the visualize with you. That represents a potential hole. The weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots, so you can only shoot the ones that are orange. Gotcha. You can fast forward an argument by holding the control key if you already know what you want to shoot. Like, essentially, because it's
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka
and the murder in the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Yep.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
So you want to shoot it. You want to actually aim and shoot it. Yeah. You're actually shooting the...
I assert that the one who was murdered
and the murder in the bathroom. So it seemed the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, so like that. Does that make sense? Gameplay-wise? Great. Wonderful. And then we get a little break here.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yeah.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying... Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Yeah.
Fair.
But she hadn't even gone to the room. She was
right. That's correct. That's correct.
The entire time.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
God, I just want to protect her.
I know, right? She's the
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Motherfucker, where have you been this entire time? We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. All right, so here's another non-stop.
Probably the fucking knife in her chest.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Jesus. These freaking pricks.
So what was used to kill her?
She didn't investigate.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Correct.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
Objection. And you'll lose a heart if you shoot the wrong thing. You have 5 hearts. Okay. So.
No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
The kitchen knife part, yeah.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I don't know, Leon. Where does it get us?
Where does it get us?
We all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
A lot of proof. Just because someone's murdered in a Walmart, does that mean Sam Walton is responsible? He's been dead for like 20 years.
If someone gets killed at Disney World, is it Walt Disney?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you. Innocent until proven guilty.
It's
right,
Japan.
Kyoko?
It's Japan.
Do they not have the same?
I don't think they do.
Oh.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Do I really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it.
If you want, I can do his thoughts, since you're focusing on, like, the actual...
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, cool, alright.
Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
Yeah, Makoto! There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots.
Which I guess will be more important when there's like multiple weak spots per statement.
Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush.
Wow, this really is a first-person shooter.
Yes, yes. Well then, good luck and have fun.
What part of this is fun, game?
You get to shoot things. That's what kids today like, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hours to count.
Yeah. Let's go, Hina.
Remember, just because it's orange doesn't mean you should shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
Cowabunga! No, definitely not objection.
Yeah.
That's a completely different
wait.
thing.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
What? The birds can't fly?
I swim.
I'm a swimmer.
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Boom, motherfucker, case closed.
Boom shakalaka,
You don't
and
think
boom goes
so?
the dynamite.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Nice.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall.
Hina, come
But I wasn't
through.
there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
That's true. I am trying to,
Idiot swimmer girl!
Got him!
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
What's going on with her? Like her profile picture is going nuts.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
Thanks, Bearkin.
Monokuma gets frustrated.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Oopsies.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
That's a fair statement to make.
Yeah.
Who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all,
honestly,
she
kinda.
just said she was in the dining hall.
Shit!
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Oh, hey, Sakura.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Oh my god, Leon. Jesus, dude.
Yikes.
Right.
Yikers. Yikers.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Holy shit. What?
I got so scared thanks to those
yeah.
creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Who voices Hina?
I don't know.
It sounds like,
Cassandra Lee Morris
yes!
is who I was thinking of.
Yeah, it sounds just like Cassandra Lee Morris.
I can look it up.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
There's no question in my mind. That is
it's
Cassandra Lee
100%.
Morris.
You stayed over?
Say Lady On,
Doesn't
Hina.
that
Say Lady
violate
On.
one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
No! Taka, no!
But
Yes,
I'm a girl.
yes,
Okay, good. Aw.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Oh, what a pure
Taka.
boy.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
There was somebody else.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who was it?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, you're right.
Bianchi is getting frustrated.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Oh my god. I know what happened.
No, don't.
Oh my god.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining
my
hall.
God.
And then later, she wound up dead.
I hate this game already.
Sayaka.
Just goes right back into the voice.
Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it!
Ugh.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Oh, poor me. Poor sweet innocent me.
in a room that also has a sword?
Well, she took it before she knew she was staying in my room.
I guess it's fair.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Damn it! It's like the game knew.
What?
None of this.
See? He did do it after all.
Shut the fuck up, Toko.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn! If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder.
Caleb, what are your thoughts right now? How you feeling? You're just slumped over in your chair, so...
I swear to God, it's like this game was written to fuck with me.
This game does a very good job of getting you attached to characters And
that I have absolutely no reason giving a shit about. I know nothing about any of these people.
Yep.
But like, I know, like, now I'm like almost certain what happened, and it just makes me feel even worse.
Yeah.
If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
She's trying really hard for best girl.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think he's ever seen a word that big.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime.
You'll become the leader of a gang by being a
should
moron.
have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? As things advance further in a class trial, a Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. It's Hangman.
Yeah.
Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order.
Fuck, I gotta spell?
You have to spell! Use the mouse to aim and then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't.
That must be the crucial point.
I read your line, my bad.
If we could just figure out what that something is.
Do you have an idea?
It's the door, right?
What should have been at the scene but wasn't if you're given those letters? You have 6 minutes, so... Hair.
Click.
Yeah, red means there's 1 shot away, and then yellow means there's 2.
Now I understand.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Mouse is,
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit...
What a fucking roundabout way to get there.
Yeah, well...
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Yeah, right.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
I left the body?
Right?
That's the thing.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Usually when someone says something stupid, someone tells them right
very
away.
True, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
I don't know, Leon. Why wasn't there any
I like
hair on
how
the ground?
aggressive you get
The
every
killer
time
got
he
rid of
talks
it all,
now.
of course,
He betrayed
to remove
me.
any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Oh, so now one piece of evidence isn't enough to convict some?
To be fair, the lack of hair versus it literally being in your room it's a different level of evidence, I would say.
I'm gonna murder you in your room just so people think that you murdered yourself, Kyle.
Oh,
no,
man.
there are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Fucking me too.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
No, I was high as fuck, dude. I've been high for the last 7 days. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
Now you gotta pick the correct evidence. There you go. You presented.
I got it! Evidence that the
one thing that
killer
they
had
don't
trouble
tutorial
getting into the
Right.
bathroom.
There is a thing on the
You're
screen
talking
that
about
says
the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
It does kind of bother me that most of the classmates
Yeah.
didn't even bother to look at the
check
crime,
the crime scene
and just are like straight up, you did it.
Yeah.
Although I guess that's true for a lot of like crimes that happen around the
in
world.
real life. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
People jump to
But
conclusions.
what does it mean?
That's what people do.
In trying to
People never
bypass the
jump to
lock,
conclusions
they
on the
ended up
internet.
nearly
What are you
removing
talking
the
about,
entire
Kyle?
doorknob.
You're such a moron for saying that.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You would know a little bit about breaking it, huh, Leon?
You still don't see? Okay then.
Leon!
Let's
going
take
in the
another
video.
look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here?
There's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Would you like to hear more? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up.
Makes sense.
But no matter how many weak spots, there is essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. That's your 5 hearts, yeah. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun.
It's Monokuma saying this, right?
It's the narrator.
I know, but I wonder.
It's not Monokuma.
Yeah. That is a very like Monokuma statement.
Yeah.
Good luck and have fun!
Alright, bathroom door frame. Locked and
I
loaded.
want to call Leon on his bullshit. Give me the chance.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Look at how many there are.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
You can slow down time with spacebar if you do.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nice.
No, it's wrong.
Big brain.
Big brain.
That's racist.
Big brain.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yeah, Leon.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Got him.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, I think you know what I'm fucking talking about, Leon.
My
so
bathroom door
angry.
doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
For anyone wondering, this is what I sound like when I've been like broken up with.
Monokuma over there can
Yeah,
testify to that.
Stacy.
I can't believe you'd hurt me like this, Jeremy.
Yep, true as true can be.
True as true can be.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Well, you know me. I'm both lucky and unlucky. Kind of the average between the two, if you think about it.
Ultimate average.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was
This
just
goes
because
right
it
back
was
to the
stuck.
normal
Yeah,
kid.
fuck you, Bearcoon.
But
You
the
start
killer
ignoring
didn't
him
know
more and
that
more
and
as the
assumed it
game
was locked.
progresses.
So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
It's interesting that he is both antagonist. He's both antagonist and comic relief.
Yes.
Like that is so.
That's a weird combo.
Yeah,
He's primary antagonist and comic relief.
Yeah.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Well, because he didn't know that it would be stuck.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
What part of the crime scene? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked.
Because the nameplates were switched. Because he thought he was going into Sayaka's room.
So they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was... What did they not know?
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
Shit!
That's inconceivable!
No, I think you said it wrong.
And yet, he's
that's
absolutely
a Princess
right.
Bride reference for those who didn't get it.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I think we all got it.
Say what?
I don't know what that one's from.
That's a
to be more
special.
specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Thank you, Sakura.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Possibility?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto
The killer
couldn't have
been
done
Makoto.
Thanks, Toko.
Fuck you, Toko.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Jesus, dude, it's your life on the line.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now?
Majority
rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Yeah, thank you, Hira.
Yeah, for serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions?
Leon's face.
It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Yes, Hina.
Oh, you.
Why is everyone hating on my girl?
My best girl hates
You
your
don't gotta
best girl.
sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ooh, that's a fair thing to wonder.
Yeah.
Yes. How did the killer get
Makes
inside?
it all the more heartbreaking.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Also, if she lost the key, she wouldn't have been able to get into the room. Because I'm assuming these rooms operate on like hotel rules.
Yeah.
Where if you like it automatically locks no matter what. So if you lose your key,
Right, if you lose your key, you can't get in. Yeah.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss
The killer
Maizono just
shrunk themselves
let
down
it
to
know.
minuscule
That
size
can't
and
be it
hid in her
either.
jacket while she walked into the room before sneak attacking her.
Fuck.
He activated his stand.
I wish I could remember the name of this.
Trying to
I
argue
don't
against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Shut the fuck up, Hifumi.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Because of how frightened she was. That's the right answer here. There's no way Saika would let someone in because...
Which one is it?
It's the switching rooms. I didn't know if it was
Yeah, you wanted to check the rest, yeah. Right click. Oh, yeah, you can enter.
I got it!
I can't.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oof.
Huh?
Oof, Makoto, oof.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like...
I know you don't want to consider it, But look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
God, I fucking love you.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique
that you're doing.
But even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible
signature. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are we not gonna mention
Sayaka's signature? It does say that Sayaka wrote it, so...
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I hate the change in his voice.
You don't like
but
Superman?
Can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
What?
Celeste, yeah, what
What
are the
makes you
grounds
say
for
that?
I think she's like your best girl, but she's been kind of fucking dumb this entire case.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
At this point, no.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Another, okay. It just won't tell you that they're coming now.
Dorm nameplate.
Dorm nameplate.
What truth?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said,
you have 10 minutes
they would not have any connection to what happened.
That's what I did for the later ones.
It certainly would seem that way.
I watched them all through and then decided what I was going to shoot on the second one. Because you have 10 minutes to, to do each one. So.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, but in the note, the place, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if then they would have gone to
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
Sayaka said to come to my room.
Yeah.
Which is
not the most...
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, it specifically says, my...
I see. Then they would have gone to...
Exactly. The room...
Like you can't shoot it when the other text is coming on. Like it has to be when it's going on the screen.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
If you didn't get it right, you would lose health. You would know you got it wrong.
They got switched?
Yeah, we already said that though,
right? That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
We did say that, right?
I think so.
Because what? Well, I guess it was different context.
Yeah, we didn't specifically.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Damn straight.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates.
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates.
Ugh! I don't get to talk in these segments.
The only other person who had switched the rooms was Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was...
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, okay? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
Okay.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
Yep. I'm trying to find interesting things to say without interrupting the dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
I like gold!
I like gold!
Austin Powers, underrated franchise.
What do you mean underrated? Literally everyone likes Austin Powers.
I just think, I don't know. It didn't win any Oscars.
It
Who
sure
cares about
is.
the Oscars?
Specifically,
Good
the
point.
gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Yeah, it will.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Good job, Kiyotaka.
Taka's a smart boy.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
You haven't even done anything.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
No, it's not.
Really? Because we're still missing a lot of information.
You can kind of glean what happened.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Alright, and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear.
There's a bit more to learn. I think this is the last bit about non-stops.
I love tutorial.
Are you getting used to these non-stop debates?
I would if you would stop interrupting them.
Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spot to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. That's normal. That's what we are on normally, though.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well then, good luck. We're on normal.
Yeah.
You can do normal.
That's me.
Normal Makoto Naegi. Alright, replica sword, kitchen knife, replica sword. So you have the sheath, the sword, and the kitchen knife set. One of these is not going to be used.
When the fighting broke out,
I like to listen to
the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
This one's a little bit trickier. If the person, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
I like that it was still the first option.
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna make it harder for you.
Actually, no.
You did have to cycle.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Yeah, that's
true.
That
was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Poor Mondo.
He's
trying so hard.
He's trying hard.
He has proven himself to be a pretty good boy.
Yes.
I'm gonna be so sad when he inevitably gets murdered.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
I'm waiting for this to be wrong.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere, then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Then why would she have grabbed the sword?
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
I don't know, Leon. How the hell can I not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this
It's
clear.
cool how all of it ties together, like every small detail that you've collected, and it only gets worse throughout the game.
The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body would have touched it?
Definitely
Probably
her stomach.
Her broken wrist, because you know.
Hiya! Imagine that image.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
She's got her nails.
No, pretty normal length for a girl.
For a girl, yeah.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Yeah.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
It's true. They did prove that in the expository scene, several scenes before the murder.
Also,
in fact,
like,
if you
I'm
look,
glad that
you'll
they
notice
put
that a
something
lot
in
of
like
the
that
gold
for me
has already
because
come
I
off the
also,
handle.
Come off as soon as you touch me. So, that's...
Don't look at me.
Okay.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword, there's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
What? Why would that be her concern?
Someone's trying to murder me. Better scrub my hands. I don't want to get coronavirus.
Oh my god. Timely as ever.
Timely as ever.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Well, I guess when this came out, it would have been like SARS.
Yeah. Oh boy, don't I want to get the Black Plague.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
I mean,
I mean, you said it.
Have you seen your chin?
Ooh, got him.
No, that's not it at all.
Poor Makoto.
He's trying his best.
There's no way Sai could wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night. She's afraid of water.
Water can't remove it.
That is a regulation.
If you touch the sword, you can't wash your hands.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Although, to be fair, they actually only said that the shower cuts it.
Yeah, I think they said water.
Okay, I don't remember.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
I trust the game.
Right?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm just saying, I only remember him saying shower.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
That's disgusting.
It's been like 4 days.
No, it's been long. Yeah, it's been.
Oh my!
Oh, no, 'cause we set into our
it's been an uncomfortable amount of time.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is that
what?
a compliment? I it has something to do with a donkey, but
he's got an ass, if you know what I mean.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway,
Good guy,
if
Leon.
Sayaka
Always there
never
for you
touched
when
the
you need
sword, then that means
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
the killer is the only one who used the sword.
yeah.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would had to have been the one without the sword. So Sayaka.
I got it!
This is where you're supposed to start crying,
Sayaka?
like, as the realization
She
slowly
had the
comes
kitchen
on
knife?
you.
Oh, yeah, I figured it out a few minutes ago, but
The first one, like I said, is more of a...
It do hurt, though.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Oh, Makoto.
Poor boy.
Poor boy.
He was simping so hard he didn't see she was a killer.
He simped
Now do
so
you
hard
understand?
the murder went unnoticed.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
It's kind of hot.
That's hot. Nani?
Nani?
Nanny?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Sayaka!
Oh my god.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Oh, I'm clipping that.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yes.
For one thing,
absolutely.
even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
But not everyone would believe him. Remember, none of you believed me.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat
Could
behavior.
you rat out your simp girl?
No.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
No, so it's super funny because before I knew that, well, before she was killed, but also before that I knew everyone would die if you didn't catch the...
Yeah.
I was fully committed, because I thought she was going to be the first killer.
Yeah.
I was fully committed to intentionally letting her get away with it. like seriously, I was going to just be like, I can't solve this first one.
Guess it wasn't.
I guess I'll get all the rest of them. And then she died.
Yeah.
And then Monokuma was like,
well, you die if you don't get it right.
Yeah. Anyone who fails to catch the murderer dies too. And I'm like, fuck. Wouldn't have worked anyways. I would have had to kill my e-girl.
Well, at least you don't have to kill your e-girl.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
What the fuck does that have to do
I
with
have
anything?
literally no idea.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar.
Oh, well, that's
Who
fair.
are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then...
OJ or some
you're
random...
saying she had this all planned out?
Damn.
Holy shit!
Yeah, right?
Mondo was like, fuck, dude, I'm not even that cutthroat.
Mondo was like, I was gonna sip her too.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Yeah, she really should have gone after, like, Chihiro.
Yep.
Like, someone she could have overpowered.
But it had to be it had to be a boy.
Why?
Because, they would be the only ones, first of all, who wouldn't notice that it was a different room. Because the colors are different for boys and girls.
Right.
But nobody would have known that unless you had been in both. And so if a girl walked into
Makoto's room,
they would know that it was different.
Boys' room. Interesting.
Also, it's a lot easier to lure a guy into a girl's room than it is.
Well, to be fair, Hina got Sakura to stay in her room.
Yeah, but they've been like that was as I don't know. Like they're closer than she was with any girl.
Yeah, but Chihiro screams, pay attention to
That's true. I see your point.
The tables were suddenly turned on her.
How do you know what?
And she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Oh, poor Makoto.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good drama.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Imagine if that was a thing in actual court cases.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if everyone who got it wrong died in the actual court case.
Yeah. God, no one would want to be a lawyer.
We'd be short on him for sure.
For sure.
Makoto,
Imagine going to
right
school
now
for
you
8
just
years
need to
die
concentrate on
your
figuring
first
out the
case.
answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, I have a shit ton I haven't used yet. I'm gonna have to disagree with myself there.
Alright, don't stop.
Yes.
Alright.
Stop. Argue.
Dying message. That's all it's loaded up.
Cool. Are we seriously not gonna talk about like the shattered crystal?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Yeah.
Die!
Fuck,
We don't do something, we're all gonna die!
I thought she was telling someone to die. I was like, what?
Toko, are you okay?
Toko did it.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong.
You're wrong.
Leon's never wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Like
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Yep.
Like, I swear to God.
Yep.
Like, when we did, like, one of our Christmas musicals, we got a letter from a kid.
And it was
wrote,
that.
It was literally that.
Yep.
I remember, like, the first letter I ever got. We did high school and,
We did high school.
We did theater in high school and we put on shows for, like, little kids. and like the first letter I ever got specifically to me, like the third word, like they said, I absolutely loved your performance.
I absolutely loved you.
You innocent little second grader. Learn to spell.
Excellent. The funniest thing I've ever seen a second grader write is they spelled eventually, adventually. And I thought that was I don't have this. No, that wasn't nearly on the same level as.
Fuck, get into the story.
Absolutely. Hey, we can cut. We can keep going. We can cut this part out. We can keep going.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask.
What do you need to ask, Celeste?
Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah.
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Her fatal wound.
She was stabbed in the chest, which means she wrote it on the wall.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
You guys couldn't see, but he held his chest up to the screen and started painting with it.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Which is normal for me, because, lefty pride, but... I hope we didn't lose a subscriber because I just told everyone I'm left.
People just said,
fuck that guy, he's left-handed.
What the heck do those numbers mean?
What does 11037 mean?
037?
Gosh.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
Already tried.
You should know all about numbers and shit.
At least he's trying.
Yeah. No, honestly, good on you, Manda. You weren't there when I had that conversation with Chihiro.
Right.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Fucking finally.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Fuck, he gets it too.
Huh? What?
Aw.
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
How come Hifumi gets it?
Because he hasn't done anything this entire time. They were just going down their list of people who've said something important. They're like,
oh shit.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
What gave it away? Tell me, Hifumi, what gave it away?
What part of that?
You're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
To be fair, this is our view. It could be worse to them in-game.
I guess that's true.
Looking at it now,
that's my excuse.
You could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Oh my god, who would be the one to step up and just scream the N-word?
Hifumi.
No, like completely not knowing what it means.
Well, you know what run is.
Yeah.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh my god, people.
These weak palms are sweaty.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Zoom, enhance, enhance. Huh? Rotate it.
You can do that with pictures?
I think maybe I see something.
He's hacking into the main frame.
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yeah.
Just like Kaleb did when he first saw the clue.
I literally shot past the trial.
Correct, all of it.
Whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. The name that I've said so many times in this conversation. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. But watch, the screen's gonna rotate it, and it's supposed to be this big, like, oh my god, no. But I literally figured it out an episode ago.
I think most people would get this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about everyone.
Hey, if you got it, like, comment, and subscribe.
If you didn't get it,
just like and subscribe.
No, like, comment, and subscribe, because guess what? You just got it. So you have to do it because you did get it.
Damn facts. Big facts.
Big facts. select someone.
Oh, I'm not gonna do like a hangman thing.
This is how you accuse someone.
It's clearly Aoi. Oh, I can't select.
I think you can scroll over the heads too that aren't even alive anymore.
Oh, I could pick.
You could pick Junko.
Oh, damn, poor Junko.
Poor Junko.
I really wanted to learn about her character too.
Yeah. Leon Kuwata.
Here's my answer.
Damn.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
No, there were a lot of other facts that got us to this point, Makoto. Let's not ignore the past hour of trial.
Could you really have just claimed it was Leon? No, honestly, even now, can you really, like...
there's
just his name?
so much that does not
Other
add
than
up.
just his name, what else, you know?
No, you're right. So now I have to prove it.
Yeah.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
But to be fair,
I want Toko to come in right now. What does that spell?
I'm trying to think of anyone else.
What does that spell?
Who had L in their name?
At the beginning?
Just in it.
In it at all?
General. Chihiro, Aoi, Mondo, Sakura,
Holy shit, none of them have L's in them?
Toko,
Byakuya, Kyoko. Holy shit!
Celeste.
Celeste. Okay. Celeste has an L. Okay, sweet.
She does have an Ellie in her name. Just saying, it might be
Leon.
Oh shit, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion killed Sayaka.
She's performed in Germany, as German accent. Hans Gruber.
Hans
Gruber killed Sayaka after Sayaka tried to kill
L-E-O-N,
Hans Gruber.
or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
What fucking coincidence could that possibly be?
She just wrote my name for no reason.
She was dying and she's like, I'm so horny for Leon.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
I mean, when you think about it, that's all writing looks like. Just a bunch of random fucking lines that mean shit.
That letter that Sayaka put out is just a bunch of random letters that
No,
have
it's
arbitrary
not random
meaning.
at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
Prediction. Kyoko's the last person.
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
The confident one in the case.
Yeah, 100%.
So you have to do the last one without her.
Yeah.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Can I get a whiteboard? Can I get a courtroom whiteboard, please?
Can I get a 30-minute recess so I can go to Staples? I swear to God, there's a Staples right down the road. Just give me the time, please.
Does Japan have Staples? Does Japan have Staples, the brand?
Hey, if you live in Japan,
do you have the brand Staples?
Like, comment, and subscribe. But also in that comment, answer the question.
Does Japan have the brand Staples?
Do they have staples in general?
I assume they have like a stapler.
Like what if they just don't have everything's paperclip? It's just a fucking mess.
That's a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It also doesn't prove anything else.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Literally everyone has spent the past day saying, wow, Makoto really killed her.
Well, it's been like 6 hours, but yeah.
Whatever.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
For multiple days in real life.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I want to talk. Like, I want to do something. I don't get to do anything.
No. Wait. Fuck. I think that I found a right in front of the incinerator.
That was right in front of the incinerator.
I got it.
Yeah, it would tell you.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Ew, gross.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
I like that they have made Leon look scared.
Yeah.
The entire trial.
No, the entire trial.
Like, they really wanted you to figure it out.
But even, like, because that's something that if you're just paying attention to the main characters, you won't notice.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're looking at Leon, you notice, you know?
Because he is all, like, because they've shown Celeste so much.
Right.
He's always to the right of Celeste.
Yep.
He always has that
oh god.
Yeah.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
I mean, reasonably, no.
If a glove not fitting was enough
Right.
to set OJ free.
Well, OJ didn't do it. He even wrote a book about, I didn't do it, but here's how I would have done it.
Did you know that the rights to that book eventually went to her family?
That's...
And they redid the cover so that...
Oh, I saw that!
Like,
yeah.
the I didn't kill her.
Yeah.
But if I did, you know,
Yeah.
the part of it that makes it clear that he didn't do it isn't like the tiniest print,
layers.
and then
It's
it just said, like
how I did
killed
it.
her.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Has he blocked you on Twitter yet?
No, I haven't tried though.
He's gone on quite a blocking rampage.
I kind of want to get blocked.
No, honestly,
by
me
OJ.
too.
We should get the UpGamers Twitter.
To get blocked by OJ
OJ
Simpson, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
Leon's
better,
not the
we should get
only
OJ
one
Simpson
wearing a
on the
white
UpGamers
button
channel.
hat.
Hey guys, if you want OJ on the channel, like, comment, and subscribe.
No, and tweet at him. Let him know.
Tweet at him. To say, hey, there is a small YouTube channel that is dying to play video games with you.
I mean, they don't want to play video games with you, but if they did, this would be where this would be what they would do.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Actually, you could narrow it down.
Yeah, but you couldn't say it's Leon.
Because it would have to be between Leon and Byakuya, because they're the only... So the only 2 or 3 guys that have the same body type, or 4 guys, would be Makoto, who's already been cleared.
Yeah.
Mondo, who doesn't wear a button up.
Yeah.
And then Leon and Byakuya.
Yeah.
So it would be down to those 2.
Right.
So you do actually have... That actually would...
It does implicate, but it doesn't convince.
There have been people convicted on way less evidence
I agree.
than that.
I agree.
You're right. That
But also,
alone
you don't
isn't
really get a
enough.
sample size of just
But
16
there are some
people
other
usually
points
in a
that may
murder
reveal
case.
the truth.
Or 15. How many people are in this game?
No, actually, that's a...
Well, 13. Well, yeah, 13.
Yeah. A jury is generally, I think, 20 people. So
Yeah.
it's not that far.
No, but it can't just be, like, you can't say, oh, it was a button-up shirt, so it could only be this, because, like, there's millions of people in the world who wear button-up shirts.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, you know,
but when you only have...
Yeah. Like, evidence that can narrow it down to up to 2 people, and you have more evidence.
Because it's really big.
I will say the rest of this ties together as well, so we can keep...
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of. Fuck!
Wrong. We focus on that, the killer will become clear. You're talking about the trash room incinerator. You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? Sorry. How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear?
Shoot!
Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone.
That's your respect gauge. Once you run out of respect, no one will give a shit what you say anymore.
My influence.
Yes.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to.
So it's not where.
I guess how.
I got it!
Well, I was just thinking where.
Why?
Look
Why?
closely at how the shirt was disposed of. We should be able to figure out
Because if
who
the
the
killer was
killer
getting rid
is.
of evidence, why would he leave?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Not unless you can throw shit with impeccable accuracy.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Yeah, Hifumi
So the
killed
killer
her.
had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
You idiots. You absolute buffoon.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer.
The killers? Somebody told me you had a boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last... Is it week or year? I don't
You
understand.
think I know the lyrics?
It's not confidential. I've got potential.
The key to the trash room.
Shatter Crystal Ball is your...
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
I'm the trash man.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
And that's the line.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so
Leon
the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Excellent. Shout out to Hifumi's voice actor.
Yeah.
Does a good job.
No, I mean,
key to
all
the
the
trash
No,
room.
no, all of
especially
the voice
Cassandra Lee Moore.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person
this
in
is-
charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the
I wish you actually
No,
shot
that's
with
wrong.
a gun. Like I wish Makoto pulled out a Glock. He just went bam, bam, bam.
Hold
Just shot
on.
into the air and everyone
I
was like,
think
why
I
do you do
know
that
how
every
someone
time?
could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Which is like Fumi's ears.
Yeah, right. He's deaf, completely deaf.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Oh, I just been carrying that around with me this entire time?
just chilling with broken glass in
Actually,
your
it was
pocket.
supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
She's trying. Roll it. Divine. Please turn on the incinerator.
God.
Please kill Spider-Man.
I got it!
Oh my god.
The killer
If you guys
simply
aren't sure
took
why
aim
we're
at the
bringing that up,
incinerator
go ahead and watch our
switch
Giraffe
and threw
Town
the ball
playthrough that
through
we're
a
currently
gap
I'm
in
doing.
the
doing it
gate.
in my mind to remember, like, if this came
This
out
will go up after.
This will definitely
go up after Giraffe Town.
Shout out to the game that broke my spirit. And then I have to turn around and play this, which is just breaking my heart.
Right. So you're a broken shell of a human now. I hope you're enjoying your time on the channel, Caleb.
Literally my first 2 series on this channel is just me being
torn apart.
Hurt.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
I don't know if this Let's Playing gig is really cut out for me.
Someone threw through a gap in the gate?
I should be an internet funny man. I'm just an internet sad man.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Whoa, someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
What are you trying to call me?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge.
To be fair, Hifumi could be wrong that he turned it off.
Yeah.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Squad?
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least
That's a
30
very,
feet, right?
very specific distance.
30 feet. That's a pretty.
No, it's sizable. Yeah.
What's the distance between like a pitcher's mound and? Oh, you don't know that off the top of your head?
No,
Mr.
I don't. I know I'm the baseball guy. I wasn't
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah! That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
I feel like they're about to tell us the exact distance between the pitching mound and a batter.
Difficult, absolutely.
18 inches, 46 centimeters.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
18 inches.
What?
That's the distance between the mound and the plate.
18 inches?
46 centimeters.
What?
Oh wait, that's not correct.
Yeah, 18 inches is 1 foot. Imagine if baseball was 1 foot.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are you reading?
60 feet,
60
6
feet.
inches.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Any decent baseball player would be able to make that. I mean, maybe not on their first try.
But Leon's a prodigy.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I'm just saying, like...
Leon could throw 30.
Like, I don't know any good baseball pitchers. But, like...
You can't name a single baseball pitcher?
No.
Make up a name.
Catfish Hunter.
Oh, dude, my favorite baseball pitcher. Catfish Hunter.
That's a real baseball player, right?
Is it? No. Maybe?
No, it is. I want to say... I don't know where my phone is.
It's on the screen right now.
I'm pretty sure he plays for the Atlanta Braves.
Okay, like a long time ago?
No, not even that long ago.
I can't believe someone has been named Catfish within the last 50 years.
Because
this is testing. What do you know about Leon?
Obviously, he's got to be the ultimate clairvoyant.
Because he had the crystal ball. You're right.
I got it!
I'll look it up later.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball
star.
star.
No, it's already on the screen.
Isn't
They
that
already
right?
know.
Leon! Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
That's your defense, bro. You sound dumb. No, you.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Dumb and desperate. Just like in real life.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Oh,
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto,
She pulls out her Glock.
go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
This is pretty badass.
I know, isn't it? All right, the closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
I'm going to, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
You do not. Every case has at least one element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument.
Isn't it like a Batman-style like timeline of events? Yeah.
No, that's after this.
Oh, okay.
But that's one of my favorite parts. In this phase, you'll get... Oh, this is that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something else that you do at the end of cases.
Okay.
It might be after this. I don't remember which order they come in. It's been a while since I played the game. I thought it was something different. So yeah, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events in case in the form of a comic book.
Okay.
And then it plays out with narration and stuff. It's really good. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels. And also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. This isn't supposed to be the hard part, is basically what they're saying.
Yeah.
Brain blast. Begin. Brain blast.
Oh, it's time.
It's manga, too. You get 20 minutes. Like...
Okay, so it goes left to right.
It's right to left. Like a manga.
Okay, so enters in your room.
Look at the art. It's so good. Like, I like to just... I like to just examine the art sometimes,
no,
too.
It's
it
great.
looks so good.
So then, you would have blocked the machine. She would have gone for sword out, attack with the sword, breaking her wrist.
Remember, you can scroll. There's more.
Dropping the knife. She runs into the bathroom. She's hiding.
God, that art is so good.
Oh, wait, what is this?
I don't know if all of them are used, is one thing.
Okay.
I know they're not in future ones, but I don't remember what it is for the first one.
Oh, that's him throwing the sleeves into the inside.
I don't want to give you. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to tell you anything.
And then she's stabbed, so she's writing. Been written. So
she dies. Act 3.
Act 3. So he's left the room, grabs the roller, sees that. He grabs the wall, puts it in, turns it on, launches that in there,
let it burn all the way. Unfortunately for him.
So, yeah, I guess there's just one that I didn't use.
Yeah, there will be one you don't use. It's just, did you use the right ones?
Here's exactly what happened.
You did.
Yeah!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
This is one of my favorite parts of the game.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Title music's playing.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
I'm trying to... There was another game that I played that also did a very similar, like, comic book thing. I just can't remember what game.
Oh, that wasn't correct? Or was it? No, that wasn't correct.
Okay, so this one's wrong. So it must be this one.
Well, that's the one that you know is wrong.
Okay, so I know that one was wrong to put there.
Yeah. Now the question is, does the one you just took out go somewhere else?
Okay. So then it's that one there.
Yeah.
And then the sword's already out, so...
One of these is not going to be used.
Yeah. Okay.
The killer
now,
is...
which one do you think
you!
Yeah. Okay.
It just picks up from where you were, which is nice. There you go. You got it.
Yay!
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Maybe Sayaka's been a better murderer.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh. Fuck! That isn't right.
I'm dumb.
Interesting.
Okay, so then...
It has to be that one. Yeah, so the rest, I mean, that has to be the one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Unless it isn't, and I'm wrong again.
Right.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I'd told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Gross.
You know, purposefully.
No, I know. It's just like...
In a good way.
Yeah.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
God, that art is so good.
Yeah.
It's just great.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Didn't even want to kill her.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
He did kill her.
I know, he did kill her, but it wasn't self-defense. Well, I guess not really, because after she locked herself in the bathroom,
he did chase her into the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true.
And then just told everybody she tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
I bet we don't get, like, fingerprinting.
That would make it way too easy, wouldn't it?
The killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
If you threw a crystal ball,
the killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Okay, like before breaking. Like you have enough force.
Well, I mean, the buttons didn't seem. The button didn't seem like particularly like hard. It was a big ass button.
Right. I don't mean like would it?
I mean, to be fair, if I threw a tennis ball at like a light switch across the room, if I hit it the right way, it's gonna flip up.
Yeah, but that's less so than like pushing in.
Yeah.
Especially when the object is.
Well, I mean, if
would it get pushed in before the glass would shatter?
I don't know if that would matter. It's not glass. It's crystal.
Correct, you're right. So it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking about how hard. I mean, what is a typical baseball fastball?
What, like speed-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know, like somewhere in the 90s?
Yeah. So 90
95
miles per hour. I mean,
like an average one.
I mean, most people who get hit by a baseball, their bones break.
Yeah, but a baseball is very different than like.
Well, this is going to be
crystal.
even heavier.
Right.
So.
But a baseball won't break, is the thing. Like before. Like,
I think the baseball or the crystal would break hitting the ground.
Yeah, okay. Like I was
For
just
any
asking,
normal
would the force
person,
of the impact
that'd be an impossible
strong enough
throw.
to,
But the killer had the confidence to take a shot.
If you could just push a button by pressing it, it's gonna be way less force.
Because like if I threw, I don't know, what's a breakable thing like that you
coffee mug?
Yeah, if I threw a coffee mug at like a button, there's a chance it won't get pushed in because the mug will break before there's enough pressure to be put in the center of the button.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you know what I mean?
I still think if if I threw this mug at your light switch,
well, the light switch is. I'm more so talking about something that needs to be pushed in rather than hit at a specific angle.
Well, here, go stand over there, and I'll throw this at your belly button, and if you feel your belly button get pushed in.
Oh, smart. Smart.
And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
I can't believe Mike Trout killed somebody.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the
Mike
incinerator.
Trout's a real person!
Catfish Hunter is a real person! This is gonna be really funny for anyone watching, because they're just hearing me lose my fucking mind about Catfish Hunter. And you not believing me. Even after all these years.
Shut up, Caleb!
Which then quickly roared to life.
Ding.
Bing bong ding dong.
Backwards.
Ding dong bing bong.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
So no, it's a hearty chuckle.
No, that's,
but there was one thing they missed.
Definitely just a chuckle, but it's a
It's some red text. That's pretty hearty.
That's true.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Great art.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh. Isn't that right,
Leon?
Leon?
So good! This game is so good! Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
He really did just leave it there like a moron.
Yeah.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
That's true. It probably would have been just as easy to wash his fucking shirt. Blood washes out relatively.
It depends on how much blood. Yeah. Because it's a white
Seeing
shirt.
the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
Literally everything I said as a physical piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I
did
refuse
not
to
hit
acknowledge
her.
it.
It's bullshit.
I did not.
Well,
Oh,
then,
hi, Makoto.
I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Makoto's like, wait.
I'm surprised. I have the evidence?
Your first bullet, this is what I was thinking it was. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more?
Absolutely. This sounds cool.
It's a rhythm game.
It's a rhythm game.
Yep. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say.
Makes sense.
When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW.
This game knows it's funny.
Yes. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm.
Fuck, I have no rhythm.
It's a rhythm game.
Oh my god.
Can you do rhythm?
I mean, I beat Persona 3 Dancing in Starlight.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen to reach the center. Technically, and I think they're going to say this, you only really have to do it. The right mouse button is to lock on an opponent's statement. So you press right mouse to lock on it, and then you click it on time, and it will kill it. Now, I find the easiest way to do this, it's going to give you instructions. I find the easiest way to do this is just to right, left, right, in tempo, even if there's nothing on screen to hit.
Okay.
Just because if you do it in tempo, you will get them all. Like, if you hit everything in tempo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Like if you don't destroy their argument before. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Tempo up's obviously good because you have more chances to, get them. And tempo down means you have to wait longer before you can have the opportunity to kill statements. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough and you'll come out victorious.
They actually put the answer to what it is?
Well, I mean, there's no guessing here.
Oh, okay.
You get one truth bullet. Like, the ending is just supposed to be like a climactic. This is... It's supposed to be like a climactic end, yeah. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. I think you're given 5 minutes or 6 or so minutes to do this. Like an unbearable amount of time. Good luck and have fun.
Thanks, game.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws? Could it have been?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Oh, Leon.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
How do you get the door open?
With his fingers.
But no.
His magic man fingers.
Where's your proof?
See like those white dots?
You kidding me?
Okay.
Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
You got it.
You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
I'm really bad at this.
You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I should turn off.
Not a chance.
The music is not.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof?
Final strike. Toolkit.
Where's your proof?
Without evidence, it's all bullshit.
This should prove it.
Cool.
So that's.
I didn't realize I could continue to press even if
the
there was
screws on the bathroom doorknob
and that's
were
what I
removed.
recommend.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
Remember, none of the guys had opened their toolkits.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
There aren't. I mean, Monokuma said there were.
No, you're right.
Like
it does
Monokuma.
also kind of depend on what kind of screw it was. Because if it was a flathead, you could just use a knife. I'm just saying.
That's not what they're thinking.
Well, I'm just saying, like.
I get your logic, but that's not what the game wants you to care.
The toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Does that mean they left and then came back?
Only
In the middle of the night.
got toolkits.
Remember when everyone agreed they
So
wouldn't
the
go out?
killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
he was going the whole time.
Yeah.
He
It
never
had
stopped.
to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? He really was going that whole time.
Yeah.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
That art.
Damn.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Nice!
Nice.
That's 75 Monokuma coins.
Damn. That was a big jump from the 4 I had going into this.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Someone's gonna die to that later.
For not voting like a moron.
Okay, then let's get excited!
Ooh, that's
Who
not the
will
word I
be
used.
chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
God, I love Monokuma.
Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah.
Can you love an evil person like that?
Absolutely.
Ta-da!
Is that even more Monokuma coins?
Look, it's flying out. All right. All right, we're back on the VA.
Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money! The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka,
Yahoo!
was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
God, it feels so wrong doing that voice in situations like this.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
He's right.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Grr.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death?
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka...
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Damn, we really can't trust these hoes, huh?
Ho is mad.
So she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking.
Wrong time for the, the
sorry.
over-comedic yell, but I get what you were going for.
Once you're dead, that's that.
That line.
Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I know where this is going. I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
Oh, not where I thought it was going.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Fuck, yes. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you are so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No! That's not...
Stop it! I've had enough of this!
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Huh?
So what? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up!
I see him having to switch voices as he's talking to himself.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No, 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 no!
You guys are gonna like get hit. Are they gonna like hit him with baseball bats?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Ooh, it's 3D animated. Oh god. Oh god. They said let's dial the animation up to 11.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Owie. Not bad, Owie. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Was I right?
Not exactly, but you got.
Oh no, it's baseball. Oh god. Oh. Fuck.
1,000 blow.
Oh god. Fuck. He would have been torn to pieces.
Yep.
Like his body would not be there. Oh my god.
What a scene.
Yeah, fuck me.
What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme!
God, my
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
You did better than me. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you get on board with it.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well, so why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground!
Damn. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've gotta say. I need to save some for the fun later.
Such a good laugh. Yep. More questions.
And just like that, he was gone.
Nothing really ever gets answered.
He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
I'm sorry.
I hope that picked up.
If it didn't, excellent.
Excellent.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
Oh, she's the ultimate clairvoyant. Or no, she's a psychic or whatever. Telepath, whatever.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
Oh, she could talk to dead people. Oh.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
Oh.
By writing Leon's name.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
She could have just wanted her killer to also die.
But I think Kyoko's trying to help him out here.
No, I know.
I think she's trying to help him get through this.
No, like, Kyoko is earning hard best girl points. I'm just saying, like, there are a lot more reasons than just, I was secretly in love with you. I think that's my girl voice, and now it's tainted. But
Monokuma's your girl voice for the rest of time now.
Yeah. But, like, you know, I'm just saying.
Well, maybe she just wanted... Fuck! God damn it! Maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Fair enough.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Huh? Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
So, instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well, I'm psychic.
Fuck yes!
It's just so good, isn't it?
What?
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
And I think that's where we're going to leave it.
That's where we're going to end it. Hope you guys enjoyed this especially long episode. I don't want to break up the class trial.
Yeah.
I feel like...
We'll probably have to break up future ones, but this one...
Wow.
I'm, like... I'm fuck.
Closing thoughts, Caleb?
Whoever wrote this game hates me.
Hates you.
Hates me specifically. I don't give a shit about anyone else who played this. If you have played this game and you were watching it, it wasn't about you.
It was about you.
It was about me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just like... this is quickly becoming one of my best games like I've ever played.
Isn't it? I figured this is right up your alley. We're only on chapter 1.
I know.
You think the heartbreak has happened? Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I really hope Aoi survives.
What about Kyoko?
God, Kyoko's getting there. I just don't think she has any chance of surviving.
You think none?
None.
None
I'm
at
not
all?
letting. Well, actually, I don't know, because if they want to keep her around, well, I'm not gonna get into that. But once again, if you like this video, more than like commenting and subscribing, tell your friends. Say, hey, want to watch a guy get totally broken?
Want to watch a guy lose every bit of faith that he had?
You know, just send them our way.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll be right back at this next time. So, you know,
yeah, Caleb, I think I asked you a question at the beginning of the video that you really never gave me an answer to.
I've answered so many questions. You're gonna have to remind me.
What's up, gamers?